ain't coming, I ain't visioning the past. About to jump into the bag. Ain't coming, ain't. I saw the whole thing coming, I ain't visioning the past. About to jump into the bag, to the bag, to the whole thing coming.
We are something else.
All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. We're here. We're back. Wow. Welcome to We Are Something Else, episode 244. Life is beautiful.
Hey yo, I like the picture, man. Nigga, E Rich look like the dope boy. Clay look like the IT dude that worked for the dope boy, and CB cleans the money. Is this perfect dynamic? Yeah.
And we're off. But look,
Okay,
man,
I see where you're going here.
we're here. Look, man, this is more Kaleo, this CB, this E Rich, this our money. Look, welcome back, our money. Welcome back.
Hey man, thanks for having me.
And I appreciate you being here. This is it, fellas. Like, wow, what happened to the year? We have no idea. We've been talking about this show since last year and about 12 months prior to that. This is the biggest show of the year. This is normally our finale, our wrap up, our send off. Give the fellas some much needed time off. I've had some much needed time off. If you know, you know. So just back to studying for me. But other than that, look, fellas, look, we were here last night live on Gen X TV. Shout out to Gen X with the top 5 sneakers of the year. Shout out to Carlos, shout out to Be Easy. But look, now we're back to the albums. Look, I could talk sneakers all day, but what I can talk more than sneakers is music. So, all right, has anything happened? Well, I'll go last. But has anything happened in the last past 24 hours? What's good with you, CB?
I won 5 fantasy leagues, so it was a good season.
5.
When you play in as many leagues as I do, that might not be very impressive to certain people if I told you how many total leagues I was in. But shout out to my boy Waleed. He is the fantasy GOAT. My man finished second in one of the high stakes tourneys that we were in, and then he also won this best ball tourney. So shout out to the homies, man, and way to close the year out. You know what I mean? Love talking music with the homies.
So what you saying, CB? I should hire you as a GM because my fantasy team was garbage this year. I went like 2-9. It was bad, bro.
y'all know where the fantasy factory is at. Y'all know where to go.
I'm gonna have to hire you next year, man. Let me know your feet, man.
Let me tell you, I was in a championship while we were in the show last night, and as soon as we got off, the fellas like, don't even look at it.
Yeah,
Bijan
Robinson, yeah,
had a career night, and Puka, who had been having career games, decided to take the night off, and it was just a wrap. Whatever. E, what's good with you, bro?
I'm here.
He on his Marshawn shit.
I'm here so I don't get fined. But no, man, look, today was a long day working, and yeah, I'm looking forward to talk shit about some music, and yeah,
okay.
man.
Okay. Shout out to Dave J on the mic, James Pedro, C Soul Boy, Jen Glenn, Pit Stop, I see you, Real Estate Poppy, Kasia, good to see you, Sammy, good to see you, and G Clock, D can see us, welcome in. So we appreciate everybody who has pitched in and showed your submitted the lists for every for your top 5 tonight. We'll get to those throughout the show. But before we do all that, let's say what's up to everybody. We did that. Okay. fellas, let's kick it off with this. Producer of the year, verse of the year, song of the year. Now, we can start with producer. There was a couple producers that stood out to me this year. A few. But let's go around and see if anybody has anything to say about producer of the year. CB.
We may have to go back and check the tape. This may have been my producer of the year last year as well. But it's Al, bro. For me, Alchemist. 7 projects, including one that was definitely a very close honorable mention, one that's definitely in the top 5. Al, another banner year. Him, Larry, and 2 Chainz playing Can't Flog Now, you know what I mean? Like, that's cool. That's cool. So for me, producer of the year is Alchemist.
Good year. Okay. Our money, producer of the year.
Alchemist again, man. Yo, Alchemist, yo, like, yeah, bro, from top to bottom. He started off the year on fire with Life is Beautiful, and then he just went crazy, man. The Mobb Deep project, that shit was fire.
I forgot of it. Look,
see,
music. I forgot.
Yeah, bro. That, I mean, then you got the Al and Hit Boy joint, which I was teetering on putting this in the top 5. It was so much heat that it didn't make the top 5, but it's definitely honorable mention.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, and then he had the Erykah Badu joint
that we still haven't gotten yet. That's still the come.
Alfredo 2.
That's 2026.
Yeah, he can put it on the back burner, but yo, come on, man. Yeah, then Alfredo 2, bro, like, yeah, Al, man, hands down.
Yeah. E-Rich.
I'll be the one to just, like, fuck the list up. Not just playing. It's actually 1A, 1B, which is Al and Hit Boy.
Not mad at that.
I'm mad at that.
The fact that you can do a joint venture together, which we saw earlier with 2 light-skinned cats that we know closely, that did rapped and produced their own, project. But again, the fact is, it's honorable when you can go kind of, production for production on a track with the person like that. You know what I'm saying? That holds weight like he does. You know what I mean? And most people wouldn't have put, Hit Boy on that kind of pedestal just because they look at it more like solo projects and stuff like that. But that should show you the range that Hit Boy has. So yeah, and I gotta say it just for the simple fact that we not gonna act like it's nothing. But Pharrell definitely, he definitely stepped back into the fold of don't forget I can't, I still do this.
Yeah. So I think we were talking last night about oversaturation, right? Like sometimes oversaturating the market with something necessarily isn't a good thing, right? But again, I think I agree with you. I think Alchemist put together like extreme great bodies of work in like a bunch of different entities, right? You had this artist, you had this artist. He stayed busy, and then he toured being like DJing.
Yeah,
this guy was really busy this year. So I'll give it to Al, and then obviously, shout out to Pharrell. I mean, sometimes less is more, right? And we'll probably get to that throughout the night. But yeah, shout out to Al for producer of the year, verse of the year. I was torn with this one. I think if I had to go verse of the year, I'm going to go Communities, and I'm going to give it to Malice. Communities. So the thing is, it's not even. It's just which verse from Malice you want to pick.
That part. That part.
So Communities for me was pretty dope. All right, Armani, what you got?
Between Malice, Inside Out, Birds Don't Fly, Birds Don't Sing, that joint.
Yeah,
I flip flop between those two, because the Inside Out joint was crazy, and So, but I'm out to go. Birds Don't Sing though. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a song for you. CB.
So I kind of approached this also kind of like a feature of the year area here. So I actually chose Kendrick on Chains and Whips because I felt like once we heard that this was happening, you're going to get a certain level of expectation for the product, and not only did they deliver, but you know they knocked that motherfucker out of the park. So yeah, and as good as both Pusha and Malice are on that joint, there's a reason why Kendrick went last and closed it out.
Oh yeah. Okay. E.
Hands down. Hands down, Malice. FICO.
That's another one,
Bro.
He said we didn't throw gang signs. My brick walk was second to none.
Yeah.
He said, we said hands on the wheel, 3 and 9, crossing the state line, dumb diddy, dumb.
Yeah.
Bro.
Shout out to Diddy. I wonder if he heard that verse in one of their stations.
2 Chainz Generation was a good one. Yeah.
Yeah, 2 Chainz Generations.
Yeah.
Shout out to
I got an honorable mention too.
Right.
Bruiser Wolf on Zach Morris, the Currency joint, yeah.
Okay.
When the Batman said, yo, it's the year to rat. Y'all got ovaries, y'all overreact.
Facts.
I see him in the building. Hold on 1 second.
Be Easy.
Shout out to Be
Shoe
Easy.
and Fashion Report.
Tony, good to see you. Brian, good to see you. Britt, good to see you. Takeover, good to see you. The Snoggy Mac, good to see you. Chef Aaron was good. Good to see you. Jim B. D. can see us. All right. Go ahead, E.
Yeah, but I guess my honorable mention actually is kind of a cheat code for a song of the year. So I'll wait for it.
So, song of the year. Go ahead, kick it off. Go ahead, song of the year.
This may shock people because, again, I have an honorable mention, so I'll wait for it afterwards when we do that. Unless you want me to.
Go ahead,
speak on
man.
my honorable mention.
Go ahead.
All right, so my honorable mention song of the year is West Side Gun, Boswell.
Okay.
It's just everybody on that did what they were supposed to do, and of course, Stove.
Mm-hmm.
We can just do a whole podcast on Stove, right, and just get to it. But actually, this is definitely going probably. My song of the year is Larry June, Black Man. And some significance to it that he actually dropped it on my birthday. So
damn,
couldn't even ask for a better song and it still rides to this day. You know what I mean? Like
Stove for president. I forgot about that joint.
Yeah, so that's my song of the year is definitely Black Man from Larry June. And like I said, go look at the date he dropped that. It's a significant date over here.
Okay. Me song of the year. I was torn. It's between 2 songs off the same album. All right, so I'll do the honorable mention. And I'm deciding right now. My honorable mention for song of the year is FICO. And that plenty of reasons why. The bars, I mean, if we did hook of the year, Stove on that. But I think if we're going to do off of just emotional ties, and I think something that we all can relate to and feel, I think Birds Don't Sing is probably song of the year for me. Just off of let alone just emotional connect. Hell, they did that at the Vatican.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was crazy.
So I think Birds Don't Sing is probably my song.
Oh, shit, my bad. And I forgot. I apologize to everybody out there. Good job, Larry. Hey.
Yeah.
So my honorable mentions are actually going to be the joints that were my personal favorite. Like the way that I'm approaching song of the year is more macro than just myself. But Black Man, you can check my Spotify. I did not listen to a song more.
That was so funny when I saw your number 1 song was Black Man. That shit was hilarious.
No, like that shit. And the thing is I would tell everybody about it. I'm like, yo, have you heard Black Man by Larry June?
Yeah.
dude, I played in a charity golf scramble. Just know that there weren't a lot of spices out there. I had my partner in the cart. That's what we were rocking to. You know what I mean? So, but Black Man, song Same Team. Same Team by A Day to Remember. The Skate off the Jit album. Those are
I love the Skate joint.
I played those joints so much.
Skate joint is a feel good song.
It is.
But my song of the year has to be Folded by Kehlani, because I mean that joint, like regardless of what you listen to, you couldn't escape that song. And yeah, she rocked it. She honestly did. So I feel like Kehlani got her moment this year, and she didn't drop an album, so I couldn't put her on the list for that, but she got song of the year.
Okay.
Hey, so shout out to you, Kaleo. My song of the year is the title of this show. Life is Beautiful.
Life is beautiful.
That was my favorite song of the year, bro. And it hit home to me when I first heard it and got to really listen to it. I was in DR for my birthday, bro. And at that moment, life was beautiful, dog. And it just went on. It just transcended my year, dog. And like every solid moment I had, like, dog, like it went together.
Yeah.
So that was that's my song of the year, bro. Life is beautiful,
it's been an amazing year.
Yeah.
It's been a good year for music, for sneakers, for just fellowship, just for growth. And we'll get into all that as we get ready to get out of here. But let's start. Let's kick this off because we got a few rounds. We says don't break up with me. Okay. We got a few things to get to tonight. And let's kick it off with round number 5. So everybody knows how this goes. If you're new to the show, there are 5 rounds. Obviously, top 5. We all go through each round. I'll do my 5. We all do our 5s. We switch to 4s, 3s, 2s, and then we'll hit the 1 and get up out of here. So for me, and it was a toss-up. And y'all know how I feel about late additions to the end of the year. At a certain point, this is just rough to listen to an album and really give it a fair assessment compared to what I've listened to earlier in the year. And so when I was doing this list, I'm dragging on. I had to remember what I listened to beginning of the year and what stuck with me. So my number 5 was the Hicks, Melochronica. So if you don't know who the Hicks are, that's Boss and 2 other white folks. But the album is
the opposite of the We Are Something Else part.
Oh, there goes that sponsor.
Shit. But man, Melochronica, if you haven't listened to it, it was a really good switch up from what Boss had been doing, and just in general, just more on the jazzy side, good rap bars, good feel good music. So yeah, that stuck with me all the way throughout the year, and it deserved a spot here. So number 5. All right, CB number 5.
Staying on theme with the title of the show, we got Larry, 2 Chainz, and Al. Life is Beautiful. For the joint to have dropped in February, and
January,
like similar to some of the joints that were on the list last year, came out early. They held their weight through the entire year, and this was definitely one of those joints. The number of times me and our money were out there on the course and we just had this joint blasting as we were, shanking shit out of bounds and taking drops that we weren't going to count on the scorecard. Like, life really was beautiful, man. So
this is the perfect soundtrack for the year.
it is, bro. It is, yo.
But yeah, like I could have put some, like, if we were just doing bars of the year, like 2 Chainz, some of the shit that he said, like, on this album had me dying. Like, hold on. They got deadbeat moms now?
Yeah. They do, though. Yeah,
They do.
I came with 3 hoes like I'm Santa. Like, that is... That's seasonal.
Yeah.
That's relevant. Like he said that in February. It's December. But yeah, nah, life is beautiful, man.
Yeah, nah, it don't get no better than that. All right. Our money
Bro.
number 5.
Yo, my number 5 is if y'all know, man, get hip to him, man. Bruiser Wolf featuring with Harry Fraud, yo. Made by Dope, yo. Dope ass album, man, yo. He reminds it's cool when you get a new artist you're introduced to, and you just start to like dig into their catalog and start finding old shit and get into it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yo, I'm a fan, yo. Bruiser Wolf, yo. Shout out to my man Fat B, he put me on to him. And shout out to Currency, because that's the first time I heard him, yo. And yo, the wordplay, he reminded me of Sugar T mixed with E40.
Wow.
Cold. In the bars. Yeah, this is a lot of Detroit artists too, yo. He from Detroit as well, yo.
Okay.
Check him out.
All right. Bro, E, what you got for your number 5?
I got Freddie Gibbs and the Alchemist. Just a smooth ass, like I said, this listen, this is, you know, not pun intended, but Stockton and Malone. It's an easy like assist and made basket type situation with these two. I think me and bro talked about it. Was it gonna have the same fan affair as the first one? But
Tough.
if you're a true enthusiast of music, you're not pinning up against one that came out before. You're talking about that body of work. So this album, in a sense, and there's just, like I said, I mean, you talk about matching a producer matching the beats with the way that the person flows and like how just melodic the sound is from Gibbs. I mean, Empanadas, like it just, you listen to the joint and you just be like, and then you didn't realize that you already heard like 8 tracks, and then it don't feel like you listened to that much music between the two of them, and you just want like kind of keep want to listening to it. So it's my number 5. Like I said, I think they was floating on this one.
All right. Before, because we're gonna stay up there, you're gonna start off round 4. But before we get into the actual 4s, let's go ahead and mention your honorable mentions if you have any before we dive into the 4s. Did you have any honorable mentions this year? Go for it.
So I'll be quick with this. My honorable mention was JID. My honorable mention was Conway, because again it was a kind of a late entry, but again flowed like all the way through. Definitely just, Griselda. I won't say Griselda because that's gonna piss bro off. Most of them, put together a good body of work. And then I think my last one, Wale skated on that for me as well. So those are my honorable mentions. Of course, everybody, back in the day, I used to do my top 5 R&B because I'm like the only R&B nigga on here. But I'll post those later on tomorrow or some shit. I won't do them on the show.
You could. All right, but go ahead. Let's get into your round 4. Number 4.
Shout out to everybody that's got like somebody different on they list, right? And again, we not sponsored by nobody. Ain't nobody telling us who to put on the list. I'll be honest, I'll be shocked if anybody else has this one on their list though. But my number 4 is Earl Sweatshirt.
Ooh.
Yeah. Okay.
Listen, if you know, you know. If you not, if you haven't listened to him before, then I can see where it might not be for you. But you gotta kind of be, around for what the sound is. And again, how remiss would I be if I didn't have somebody from the hometown available on this top 5?
Yeah, I was into that.
So, but yeah, definitely if you haven't heard it, I say definitely take a listen. I know our money at CB would appreciate this on a certain point of the day while some things was happening that they partake in. This would probably be the album that you might want to listen to.
He was not lying.
Oh yeah, Primo Rice.
Primo.
Damn, I forgot about Primo. Yeah.
Shout out to DC.
Yeah.
All right. So, get any honorable mentions before you dive into your 4s?
Oh yeah, man. Shout out Bodie James. Conversational Pieces. Bodie had like 2. Late to My Own Funeral. That was another one for Bodie James. Who else? It was somebody else I'm thinking of too. But that's the one I can think of right now. But
Okay.
Yo, so my number 4 is Wale. Yeah, man. All around just a good album, man. It's just it's the R&B. Yo, so I heard Blanco when it first came out.
I didn't.
Like,
I wasn't feeling Blanco at first.
I did. Yo, Blanco caught up to me later, dog. Like I when I first heard, like, that's cool. But now that's like one of my favorite joints on the album, yo.
And then the Go-Go remix.
Yeah. Then, but my favorite joint on the album too is Belly. But overall, it's just a good album. The wordplay, you know, Wale gonna have wordplay for days, but yeah, it's just a good album, yo, and it's got good replayability though.
It does.
It's always key for a top 5 album. You gotta have replayability.
Is this his best project yet?
It's just, I go back and forth between The Gifted. I love The Gifted joint.
Okay. All right. CB, honorable mentions before you get into your 4.
Alfredo 2, honorable mention, and Larry Cardo, Until Night Comes. Like I said, play Black Man more than any other song this year. Spotify counts that shit. So definitely had to bring those two at least for the honorable mention.
Okay.
Yeah. Me and Armani, we didn't talk about this beforehand, but mine's also Wale at 4. And I don't know if I'm going to go out there and say this is his best project yet, but I will say it's been a minute since he dropped something, and I listen to this shit a lot. Like, you know, there have been other projects that he's dropped that did not really flow the way that this one did. So Belly, Michael Fredo. I love the Fredo joint. The beat on there goes so hard. It's people might forget that he's not with Maybach Music anymore. You listen to that joint, you know what I mean? Mirror Benz, Tomorrow Today. They're just bops on this joint, man. Like just bops. So yeah. Shout out to the area. At least one of the high schools he went to was out here in Montgomery County, man. So shout out to Wale.
All right. Okay. Honorable mentions for me. I listened to a lot of music this year. But look, shout out to the homie Ken Starr.
17 years later.
Cold, Ken Starr. Shout out to Ken Starr. That was, I mean, it's been about 20 plus years. And it was good to see the homie back out there. And it's actually, I'm not even saying that because that's my homie. The album was good. Seen him at the listening party. Album was good. Shout out to Coda, No Rap on Sunday.
That was one. Forgot about that joint.
Mobb Deep, Infinite. Good album. And then shout out to the homies because I know them and I did. It's got playability. Shout out to Tusa and Pete, Cuddle Me Bad. You know, it's worthy of mentioning. And then I mean, but if we're gonna do shout out to Sean Xavier. Shout out to Sean Xavier for getting in the studio with him. And let's shout out to Sean Xavier for Give Me Some Space. Me and Sean, you know, that deserves our mention. And look, now wearing the merch. Sweets in the Soul Show had a really good project this year too. Had a couple of them, but yeah, no. All right, so number 4. Let's switch it up. Let's get different. This artist was on tour for what was album of the year last year, and decided he was going to drop a whole dance album on us and make us dance and give us bars. And look, shout out to Tyler for Don't Tap the Glass. It was way different than I thought. It was so funny. There was a list that leaked talking about all these dope features he had on the album. It was supposed to have clips on it. It was supposed to have this, supposed to have that, and it didn't. And it ended up being a really dope project. So shout out to Tyler for making us all dance. All right, round 3. I'll kick off round 3. Of course, I was shocked by this one. I didn't think it was going to live up to the first one, but I'd be damned. God Does Like Ugly, JID. We already talked about Community probably having the best feature or the best verse from Malice. And then, I mean, it just kicks off with Westside.
Yes.
I mean, the way your album begins, it says a lot. And then you come back with, you know, just the way it ends. Shout out to JID. I mean, like I said, Skate, Feel Good Records. I'm all about Feel Good Records this year. And that one felt really, really good. Yeah. So that's my number 3. Shout out to Jid for God Does Like Ugly. CB number 3.
We're taking it back to my roots. And we got a rock album. It's A Day to Remember, big old album, volume 1. This is a band that was an inspiration for one of my bands in college. So the fact that these guys are still out here just killing it, it is fun. Like their song Same Team that's off of this, my second most listened to song of the year. And it's a little bit of a cheat because a lot of the songs on this album they've like released as singles over the last like couple of years, and they finally, you know, just put the whole project together. But dope to see one of my favorite bands drop an album for the first time in a while, and this joint got a lot of play. So
yeah, I gotta listen to it. I saw that it come out. I haven't listened to it yet, but this will be one that would definitely get some play value. Who was this Our Money? All right, Our Money.
Number 3. Me and Khalil got to say number 3, man. Jid, man. Yo, it's just I'm a fan of bars because you can get bars with Jid, and the production is good. From top to bottom, feel good records too. Like the skate joint, man. I played the shit out of that song. It's like one of them joints. Yeah, like it's like a good Saturday joint, man. You in the house cleaning and shit, just dancing this shit for no reason. I don't even know how to skate, but I wish I did when I heard that song.
So did you think the expectations were high for a sophomore album?
I think it was, but it held up though. Yeah, I think it was, but it held up, bro. Like I love this album, bro. Like from top to bottom, it's a good album, bro. Yeah. My other album I mention is Chance the Rapper, yo. I like his joint.
Yeah, okay. Go on. So I didn't like. I'm gonna be honest about the Jid. I didn't like Work at first. It's like, this is the lead off for the project. I wasn't feeling Work, and then when he even performed it live at Dreamville, I just wasn't feeling like, man. I hope there's something else on there. Then there's just a slew of whole other records on there. So, all right. Hold on. Who is this?
Actually, and I gotta say this because Our Money made a comment that I feel like I got a second, which was he was listening to the Larry June Life is Beautiful while he was in the DR, right? I was in Singapore at a rooftop and Mobb Deep dropped this on the day that I was actually out there, October 10th, and that fool P said, "For all things relaxing, jacuzzi on the roof out in Singapore." And I said, "Oh, okay." All right. You feel kind of, you doing the LeBron out this spot. Shit, I'm out here. It's, you know what I'm saying? 10:30. It's fucking.
Struggling the shows like Durant at the free throw.
It's still 80. It's still 82 degrees in Singapore at 10:30. I'm on the rooftop. But my number 3, West Side Gun 12.
Yes. That's good album. God damn, West Side has some shit.
West Side dropped 4 albums this year.
He did,
He sure did. 4 albums. It's crazy. When we sit here trying to figure out when we can get another album from just one artist, that'd be like 4 years later. But listen, you talking about, I brought this up yesterday in the sneaker podcast, right? When we talked about top 5, this guy marketing is everything. Like it needs to be studied. Just no different from like a Larry June, like whatever their lane is, like this fool knows what his lane is, the marketing, the music matches. And again, just, he don't do anything that wouldn't be a West Side movement. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, just starting off the album all the way to the end. I mean, whether it's interludes, whether it's the ad libs, you never get tired of the gun bars. You never get tired of Stove on there. And you don't even react to it when you feel like Stove went and, like West Side goes and then like Stove finishes the song. Like you can tell he don't even care. It's just one of those, we make great music, period. So in this one, I caught myself playing back. I kept going back to the album, And there's a reason why, like I said, Boswell was one of my shits for, song of the year, because
Okay. You know what? He dropped so many songs. I think I told you that was the issue. Like sometimes oversaturation. I couldn't remember one song from this project. I knew I liked it, and I knew I did not like the last two Heels Have Eyes, or at least the last one of them. It just felt like this long year for Westside, and it was one long track. It just didn't feel like anything stood out, off the break. But I do remember enjoying this project here, in general. Real quick, before we do all that, let's do this.
Welcome to D-Cup Customs, the most creative crafter in these streets. At the heart of the magic is Doreen. If you can dream it, she can create it. Need a one-of-a-kind piece for your business, your project, or even just your ego? We got you. And it's not just tumblers either. We have shot glasses, pens, mugs, badge reels. Basically, if it holds ink or drinks, we do it. And Doreen, she made me a custom Black Panther cup. I was drinking out of it and somebody wanted it so bad, they offered to buy it from me right then. And Doreen looked at me and did this.
Take it, fool. Turn down that good money.
Look at this piece. It's gonna be amazing when it's done. But we don't just do ink and glitter. We also do custom vinyl. So again, if you can think of it, she can do it. We also love working with our guys, and we can't wait to work with you. So if you use the code WRSE15, you will get 15% off your order. Thanks. See you soon.
Look, shout out to D-Cup Custom. Shout out to Doreen. Shout out to Dimitri. I got my D-Cup Custom right here. Let me go ahead and zoom in on you. Boom, look at that. It's customized. I got, I'm a sneaker, and the Jordan 6 Infrared is probably my favorite shoe. It's got Pharrell. It's got the Capital. It's got me. There's a We Are Something Else. Chuck Brown. Look, save 15%. WRSE 15. Go to dcupcustoms.com. Get you a little, personal cup. But also, look, I don't know what y'all got going on this weekend, but on top of that, put a cold beverage in your D cup, and then go ahead and order you some DC Shot Pie. For those in the area, if you have not had DC Shot Pie yet, look, Black-owned Chicago deep dish style pizza. Shout out to Grant. Shout out to Margaret. Look at that. Look at that deep dish pizza. You got steak and cheese. You got salmon pesto. Then you got your basic. You can do your sausage, your pepperonis. You can do your flats. You got your drop the bomb bread pudding. WRC 10. Like, while y'all going back listening to some of these albums you may not have listened to this year, get you a D-Cup Custom so you can sip your beverage, but then also order your DC Shot Pie to rock it. You're not gonna eat the whole thing. Impossible. Not on the first day, maybe not even the second day. But yeah, shout out to those wonderful folks for all that they do. Yeah, and with all that, actually, let's go ahead and let's plug the other one, Gen X TV. If you guys didn't watch the top 5 sneaker show last night for
Shame on you.
Soul Tales episode last night, top 5. If you didn't watch it last year either, go back and watch it. It's on YouTube. But if you
Double shame on you.
Yeah, if you didn't watch last night's episode, download Gen X TV on your Fire Stick or your Roku. And yeah, shout out to Coach Kim, shout out to Chauncey, all the wonderful folks at Gen X TV. That's where you can also find We Are Something Else. And then in 26, we'll have a bigger presence on there. We'll make sure that we get some more live shows over there on Gen X TV. All right, let's do that. I believe we were at round number.
So we had 2, right?
2.
Oh, we had 2?
Yeah,
we already there?
Look, this show is flying. Like, we're just going through these records. So, all righty, kick off round 2. What do you have for your number 2?
I mean, even through the bullshit today, I still say life is beautiful. You know what I mean? Can't complain. Probably definitely gonna play this album as soon as I get off this shit. Kick my feet up. You know what I'm saying? Probably watch some Family Guy. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Drink some orange juice. You know what I mean? and get my money right for next year. But
Manyan.
yeah, work on these WRSC chains so we look like we out here rapping and everything. But nah, listen, man, this top to bottom, like I said, you can just I really kind of focused on like albums that I listened to. And I guess, bro, we really should talk about it when we talk about albums, right? Because I don't think we really got to it. There are different sections of how you listen to the album, right? There's in the headphones, there's in the car, and whether you in the gym, whether you something that's active, right? The fact is, like, you hear those all through in those different aspects of how you listening to it, and this is the one that skated every time, didn't miss.
Yes.
When I got in the car, I remember calling bro. I was like, bro, this shit is crazy, even in the car. And listen to the beat headphones and just be like you said, and it's a vibe, right? In a sense. Some people kind of bashed it earlier. It was just like, there was no need for Chainz, or Chainz kind of, took over the album. But, again, when you have a good connection and then you got the production that you have, there's no way that you can miss. And anybody who says anything different, definitely on that crack.
Yeah. All right, Armani, what's your number 2?
Hey man, life is beautiful. What we doing? Yo, hey, look, I wanted to put this at number 1 so bad, but I didn't because I wanted to because it was that album because it wrote all year long, bro. And I think it's one of these albums. It's gonna live with you forever, bro. It ain't going nowhere. When he make it past the 6-month mark in a year, that album ain't going nowhere, bro. Like I piggyback what Everett said, man. Like I'm talking about from headphones to the car to like wherever you was at, bro. And it hits every single time. I'm talking. You can be in the house just cleaning up. You can be in the car about to go out for the night. You can be in the car. Fucking a daytime, top down, having a good time. It's gonna hit every single time, bro. Yeah. Come on, when the album does that to you, dog, that's a good album, bro. Like
that's a really good album.
It's a really good album, man. Like the production, like this is the combination that I didn't know I needed.
Right. Yo, the trio, you didn't even know. Like
until I go back and listen to some stuff like Chainz and Larry got a good chemistry.
Yep.
Yeah, shout out to my man Tone. That's my other golf buddy, my man Tone down there. Me and him was on the golf course listening to this shit too.
Good job.
CB. Number 2.
But before we do that, real quick, just to Life is Beautiful.
Hey, real quick.
Go ahead.
I got an honorable mention.
Yep.
Jay Worthy, Once Upon a Time, 1 and 2.
Okay.
Yeah. Shout out to Jay Worthy. P Worthy. That's my man, yo.
Okay.
But at least one more line from 2 Chainz on that joint that really hit me in the soul. Car got slanted eyes like it's Philippines. Like, come on, man.
I knew he was gonna say that.
But my number 2. And for me personally, this was actually really, really close to number 1. Like I listened to this album all the way through a lot. But for me, it's JID. God Does Like Ugly. From the West Side, opening up. The first 7 songs for me, it's like that. Like I don't need to worry about anything. Just continue to go through, and a song really goes talking about skate. Because there is literally a song on here with my man Vince Staples, and that's not the song that I listen to the most on the album. Like that has to say something. You know what I mean? And the night that this dropped, at least on Spotify, it didn't tell you that there were features. Like, it was just the song title. So when you were listening through, and it's like, oh shit, he's got clips on here. Oh, like that's Vince. Like,
yep,
that was dope. The joint on there with Jesse Reyes is fire. That's a bop, so just from top to bottom, I think that Jid hasn't missed with any of his projects personally, and this is my favorite one so far. So as far as I'm concerned, Jid just keeps leveling up. And God Does Like Ugly was really, really close to number 1 for me, but it comes in at number 2.
I got you. Yeah, I think. I think for me, shout out to Ark. What up, Ark? For me, my number 2. If I had to complain about it, so many great things have been said about it. I'm gonna give you the complaint is that they didn't tour with it. Like they didn't.
Yeah, bro. Yes.
Like by the time they did the Flog Now, they did like a couple of TV like night shows or whatever, and maybe a spot out in Vegas, maybe Cali, but they didn't tour with it. And next thing you know, Larry's on to the next project. You're like, no, go back,
bro. Yes.
You don't even need a second project this year. You can tour off of this. We didn't get a show.
Hey, Clay, I thought for sure we was gonna get a tour this summer, bro.
I thought we were getting
I was putting that on my calendar. I was like, we gonna go to Arizona, go see him. That's gonna be dope, yeah. I'm gonna go to Cali. I'm going somewhere. They're gonna be in the Bay, dog. Somewhere, dog.
At least hit Atlanta.
Yeah, bro. I thought it would be somewhere, bro.
Or I thought it would have been because when they released it, it was getting ready to be festival season. I thought we were getting it at Dreamville. It just made sense. Like, okay, cool. They'll just tour the festival circuit with it. And I know they busy, but bro, it was a stalemate. Like you at this point, you could probably, I mean, you could go back and tour it in a couple years. I mean, you could do a 5-year anniversary because at this point, Larry looks like he's getting ready to drop something else. Chains then drop something else. Like it's, bro, like this is Alchemist has moved on to something else. Like maybe just scheduling, like the way they recorded it, they got it. They were able to record it within a pocket of time, but it just wasn't time to tour it. But bro, like you talking about easily could have been a number 1 album on a lot of people's list this year.
Yeah. I don't think they thought it was gonna be what it was. It just took off. It just had a thing. It just took off, bro.
And they couldn't. You know how much money they could have made, like off the touring circuit with this.
Yes.
Intimate shows, whatever. You got Larry, Chains, and Alchemist just hit and run shows, bro, man.
And F the Grammys for not getting the nod though. They didn't get a nod in the Grammys, bro.
Grammys is trash.
That's trash.
Trash for that. All right, so what we're gonna do? Let's do this because we asked folks to jump in, give their opinions of that list.
Shout out to my man Tone. AJ Snow. I forgot about AJ Snow. He had a good joint.
I gotta listen to that. All right, so we got a couple submissions, and this one was look, I appreciate it. We got a text saying, look, I don't listen to many albums, a lot of them off the break all the way through, but the 2 that I listen to that I'm gonna show love to, any particular order, we got Color Me Back, we got Give Me Some Space. So shout out to Amanda because look, that was let me put y'all over here. I realized I did that. Shout out to Amanda. Always appreciate the love. Anybody who just takes time to listen to anything to show support. Coming Bad, Give Me Some Spaces. Appreciate you. All right. Okay. Here's another submission. All right. So we got number 5, Swag. That's Justin Bieber. Number 4, I'm just say Bad Bunny's album. I'm not going to try to pronounce it. Number 4 is Bad Bunny. Number 3, Let God Sort Him Out. Number 2, Give Me Some Space. I promise you, it wasn't me. This is not my list. Number 1, Everything Is a Lot by Wale. Solid list. Solid. I have not listened. I may have listened to 1 or 2 of the songs off the Bieber. That's just because it was like on another Spotify playlist for like 25 songs from 25. All right, so this next 2 is from the same person, but they pulled a E Rich. Here's the R&B list that they decided to give. Number 5, The Art of Loving. 4, Heart Sold Separately. 3, Finally Over. And number 1, Mutt. Hold on, give me a second. So Olivia Dean, number 5. 4 is Mariah the Scientist. 3 is Summer Walker. 2 is Giveon. And 1 is Leon Thomas. Now, I've heard the Leon Thomas. Love the Leon Thomas. I did not listen to all of the Giveon. I know E probably did, right?
Crazy. That shit is that was my top R&B album of this year.
Did you listen to Summer Walker?
I did, and I didn't appreciate it because I don't know nothing about what she was talking about.
Right. I didn't listen to Mariah Sanders. I didn't listen to Mariah Sanders.
I had an R&B joint too, man. I like the F of Friend Zone too with Dave Sloaf and Jacquees, yo.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then Olivia
Oh.
Dean. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Same person. This is the rap side. Let's go to the rap. We got number 5, Don't Tap the Glass. We got Tyler. 4, Everything Is a Lot. 3, God Does Like Ugly. Number 2, Am I the Drama. 1, Let God Sort Them Out. Same person. Shout out to Takeover. Those either one was Jen Glenn. Shout out to Jen Glenn. So shout out for the ladies in their lists.
I got the Fendi P in there. Hey.
Leon Thompson was 24. I thought that was early this year. Maybe the deluxe was this year. But yeah, I appreciate y'all for putting your stuff in. Okay, so back to where we at. Oh, we were right round 2. All right, so it's on me, right? So this how it's gonna go. We're just gonna do the recap, everybody's recap list, and then we'll come in a prayer circle and talk about number 1, right? So number 1. Here it is. Recap. Melochronica. 4, Don't Tap the Glass. 3, God Does Like Ugly. 2, Life is Beautiful. All right. CB. You up here. Your recap.
We got 5, Life is Beautiful. 4, Everything Is a Lot. 3, Big Ol' Album Volume 1. 2, God Does Like Ugly.
Okay. Our money.
Yes, we got a Bruiser Wolf made by Dope. Everything Is a Lot, Wale. And God Does Like Ugly, Jid. And Life is Beautiful, Larry Jones and 2 Chainz, man.
Okay. E.
Got the Alfredo 2, Freddie Gibbs and the Alchemist. Live, Laugh, Love with the Earl Sweatshirts. 12 with West Side Gun. My number 2 is Life is Beautiful with Larry June and Out.
Okay.
All
right.
2 Chainz.
Now, it may surprise none of us here. It may be none of y'all in the crowd. Drum roll. We all picked the same.
We knew it.
It must be real.
Didn't
And
see it on there. You knew it was.
the album of the year is hands down.
Yeah.
And let God sort them out. Look, number 1 album of the year. Let's go around. Ain't much I can say about it that has been said already. E Rich, thoughts on let God sort them out.
Where do you want to start? Let's see. Then the anticipation that we knew that they was working on music, the fact that they helped along with Nas let everybody know that the rap game is not a young man's game anymore. The production with P was one of those, like, we needed that old thing back. Probably got P in a certain kind of just, we got the P that we was looking for, not them singles that he was dropping out, right?
Mm-hmm.
Bar for bar, still can, toe to toe. The fact that you got, 2 brothers on the same way, and never compromise themselves or they flow just because of what everybody else was doing. Track list was just enough. I was trying to go back and look if it met the if it met our boy
With Superfly's.
We did.
Yeah, right. But like I said, track list, the features, everything about this album was what it should have been, what an album should be. And of course, I gotta say, because I know my bro's gonna have his time to talk about it, but the album rollout made it feel like music again. It made it feel like you loved rap. The shit made you want to go. I've never watched that many interviews in a very long time of the same 2 people that was going to have the same questions, and I'm watching it like they're going to give a different answer, but that's just how dope the rollout was that I still watched all they damn interviews.
Yeah. Our money.
Nah, that rollout was that should be studied. That's what you're supposed to do. Shout out to Rock Nation because they really did. They put them everywhere they need to be. I'm talking about from the mom and pop podcast to the mainstream podcast to the Tonight Show to all that shit, dog. Everything, dog. They touch each and every stone, dog. And then they did the Vatican shit, bro. Like, and then the Louis Vuitton joint. Come on, man. Like, every single market they get hit, they hit that shit. And I'm talking about they worked that album till they couldn't work that bitch no more. And guess what? That's how you get a Grammy.
That's yeah. Look, long overdue for a Grammy, right? Like,
yeah,
they had to have been this project. If the Grammys wanted to prove anything, this project had to be nominated. And for the simple fact, again, you got two guys, one couple years into his 50s, one that's knocking on the door of 50, and they're showing you that how you can evolve as artists, as rappers, because they're not. I mean, even if it is still Coke music, right? But it's like luxury music, though. Like my age range, like I can relate. It feels good listening to this music. And then you talk about the tour, like they were like back-to-back nights in cities, like they were on a real bus tour, and I was lucky enough to go, and just to see the project come to life, like live, like because sometimes you can make a dope album, but you're not a good touring artist.
Yeah.
Nah, they put together and pieced together a really good tour.
Hey man, they veterans professionalism, bro.
How long were they apart? Like 15 to 19 years, something like that. Something crazy.
Yeah.
Bro. CB.
Yeah. It's one of those albums that it made me go back and think about where I would have ranked it last year. And honestly, like, it's not even a question that it would have been number one last year. That includes GNX, that includes Chromacopia. You know what I mean? So, it delivered. You know what I mean? Like, how often do we get excited and we set an expectation for, a project, a piece of art, a movie, whatever, and then you get to experience that shit and it just doesn't live up. You know what I mean? And these guys did the opposite of that, where we set the bar really high and then all they did was jump over that shit and say, raise it higher.
The first song was Birds Don't Sing.
Oh man, yo.
How you leave with that?
Bro, so it comes out that Friday, bro. And I didn't hear the song till that morning I wake up.
Yeah.
And that's the first song I play. Because I'm waking up and just putting the album on. I'm getting ready for work. I'm listening to the joint like, shit, this is heavy for a Friday morning, dog. Like, yo, it was too much for a Friday morning, dog.
Yeah.
I knew it was Everett's face too. Go ahead, man. I knew he was about to say
Bro.
As soon as I say something about work, dog.
Bro, stop telling people you got a job, man. Damn. Just it's all right, buddy. Like we appreciate it, dog. Like listen, me and Clay will be talking about that shit. Like we for real. We have conversations about how we fucked up and we did not do it right. Yo, live that life, bro, because I'm listening.
This man waited to the end of the show to mention the job. He said he was in Puerto Rico, the DR. He was out in Arizona playing golf. He mentioned everything else, but then at the very end, he talked about he woke up to get ready for work and heard Birds Don't Sing.
But I need to say that was a heavy song for in the morning though, dog. Yeah. You first wake up to I was like, God damn, man.
We knew that this was gonna be number one because this is the only album in the history of our podcast that we just dedicated a show to one album. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so
right? Yeah.
And if you go back, I mentioned that I actually probably listened to Birds Don't Sing the least out of any song on the album. I skip right over it a lot of times because I'm like, nah, I don't need that necessarily right now.
Yeah, it's so heavy, and if you're not ready to deal with that, and John Legend is giving you the business on the hook, Like, if you're not ready to deal with that, like you said,
Yeah.
first thing in the morning, and you dealing with like grief,
Yeah,
and
bro,
loss,
as a person that lost his father, I'm like,
Yeah.
God damn, dog, I didn't want to do this today, man. Like shit.
And I wanted to echo something. You guys got to go back. E. Rich talked about how his favorite song kind of depended on the day. And even though still to this day, I will say FICO is like my favorite joint off of it. Periods of time where it's like POV on repeat or Mike Tyson on repeat. You know what I mean? Like it.
That
Ace
beat, though, that
trumpets.
Mike
They're
Tyson beat, goddamn.
the whole joint. You don't need to skip anything. Like I say that I do it. That's because I'm weak. I'm skipping the first song because sometimes we just need to start it off with Kendrick and that energy instead. But every song is good. You do not need to skip anything.
No.
That puts you in contention for album of the year.
and we were talking about. We all thought at one point, what was the one song that All Things Considered? We were like, what is this? All Things Considered fits.
Yeah,
Now
it does.
do it over. You're like, yo, you have to have All Things Considered. But for me, like, look, Pharrell on that hook, they don't know what it is when I'm on it. Once they figure it
Yeah.
out, I don't want it. So far ahead, and niggas are behind. Like, good grief. Yeah. So look, well deserved album of the year. It'll last for some time. This is gonna
Bro, like it's like storytelling, it's rapping, it's sliding on the beat, it's you know what I mean? Like
Bars.
again, yeah,
Got
bars.
Nas on the
And-
joint,
and-
man.
And I mean, I think we something we should talk about, not to like prolong it, but how Tyler has always talked about them, right?
Oh yeah, Tyler's a true fan.
For them to then bring that into the fold, and he got the feature, and he did what he did, like, and he did what he was supposed to do. But you can tell just by their interaction, like he's looking at them like, I got to make sure that I always, be correct when I'm dealing with them. And he did not disappoint. But bro, like I said, I really looked at it like, how the hell they come out with that type of album that set the bar, and to the point where you still had cats doing all that they could, and they still wouldn't have put together a more concise album than they did.
Right. And like Ark said, that this is culturally inappropriate. That drop, right? You're like, wow. So look, first of all, look, great show, fellas. Wrap up show, top 5 albums. We won't drag it on any longer. But we want to thank everybody for watching. It's your first time watching. Appreciate you. Come back, like and subscribe. We here every Thursday, 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. YouTube, WRC Podcast. Obviously, you know that because you're here. But look, let's just talk about. I don't do resolutions. I do goals. But let's just go around. Is there anything you guys, anything that you want to bring into or leave in 25 or bring into 26? Anything that you got? What's your wrap up comments for 25? Go ahead, E.
Which one? Oh,
Hey, look, I'm not even eating. Hey, on this joint, I'm not eating no more. Yeah, I've come to the realization I'm not eating no more.
I've been saying our money.
Yeah, you're right, Tommy. No, no. I thought about this, and I don't do the resolutions. So I will say, I'm using it as the year to level up on already things that I've been working on. And the key element one for me is I'm leveling up on my discipline.
Yep. Okay. CB.
Yeah, 25 had a bunch of ups and downs. Some really high highs, man, though. So can't look back and say that everything, was negative. It was honestly a really good year, top to bottom. But we got some stuff out of the way in 25. And it's time to get back to really putting ourselves first, you know what I mean? And putting the best versions of ourselves out there for everybody. So that's what we're doing in 26. Me and our money are doing more traveling, more playing golf, more reminding people that he doesn't have a real job. Life is going to continue to be beautiful.
Okay. Money.
Nah, man. Yo, it's like one of my things from 2025 is pretty much how I live, man. You gotta choose to be happy, dog. That's what
Absolutely.
you understand, bro. Like
Absolutely.
I had tragedies and shit that I went through. Shit, I had tragedy at the beginning of the year, man. I lost my cousin the same like a week before, like after my birthday and shit. Actually, it was 2 days after my birthday. And I still choose to be happy no matter what. You know what I'm saying? And it hurt, but I still gotta keep on moving. I did what I had to do, grieve and do all that. And you still gotta keep going and choose to be happy, dog. Cause you can dwell in it, you can be depressed and shit. Fight your way out of that shit. Be depressed for an hour or two. Get the fuck out of that shit, though. You gotta fight your way out of it, bro. And choose to be happy, bro. So that's my biggest thing. And for 2026, man, I'm gonna just be a better person and even better golfer.
And a horrible employee. Now,
I just work to play golf. That's all I do. I work to play golf and make money. I don't
Cleo's never approving my PTO ever again. Damn.
Hey, I'll be in Florida in a couple weeks.
so look, right. 25 has been a good year. Ups and downs for sure, but I'm gonna start off but on a high note. Look, shout out to the ladies for delivering for We Are Something Else this year for the pod. Shout out to Takeover, shout out to Sammy, shout out to Jen Glenn, and then I'm putting it in the air. Shout out to the lady that's going to help run Soul Tales next year in 26. But look, the ladies delivered for us this year. Look, we appreciate everything that the ladies have done for us. And appreciate your effort, your time that you put into your segments. Let's kick it up a notch next year. It really means a lot that you ladies have dedicated your time. What was supposed to be just 15 minutes and it's turned into like you ladies can run the show for real. You ladies, y'all can run the show and everybody loves y'all. We get a lot of questions about, oh, where was so-and-so tonight? They weren't here, but continue to do the hard work. We appreciate you. Fellas.
Y'all the best.
This goes out to Cardo. This goes out to hold on, he got a button. He kind of took a lot of time off this year.
Shoe and fashion report.
Shout out to B, shout out to Cardo. But you 4 fellas right here too as well. Look, I appreciate y'all. 3 fellas, appreciate y'all. Look, we turned it up a notch this year as well as far as delivering on content, sneakers, Soul Tales, and then fellowship, right? Like the bond that we got that I have with each and every one of y'all, I wouldn't trade it for the world. Like I love all y'all. Like and like you said, like it's be happiness is just find happiness, right? Find peace. But also like I've been heavy on this love thing this year, right? Like it's so many people out here that can hate on whatever you want, whatever they want for just no apparent reason, but it's just easy to love, right? Like I love all y'all. I love everybody who supports us. If you ever spent a dime or nothing on us, you just spent your time here. But I love y'all. Appreciate y'all.
Hell
Yeah, man. I'm waiting for my Space vinyl too, man. I ordered it, dog. I need that shit.
And I tell you, look right here. Look, look. We're talking about this year has been highs and lows. Like shout out to my bro Sean Xavier for allowing like one of my bucket list dreams to come true, and that's actually drop a project. We did the whole vinyl rollout. Shout out to doing just the Sweets in the Soul show. This is I accomplished a lot of things this year that I want to accomplish. And then look, shout out to the motherfucker that sat me down in August and told me that I needed to redirect, certain things in my life and get focused again. So that's what I'm doing. And look, and going into 26, look, we got more things to dial up. We got some things that's getting ready to happen. And shout out to Gen X TV for giving us the opportunity for growth as well. Shout out to Kendall B, who you can find on Station Head tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Eastern, 6 a.m. Pacific, 8 and 7 in the middle.
Hey, man, shout out to the Pit Crew, man, Pit Stop Podcast, my man K Ego, J Everyday, my man Daryl Trill Mitchell, man.
Yeah, we need that collab show. That collab show is long.
Oh, nah, for sure, man. Yeah, we got more stuff coming next year and more craziness. Just be tuned in. It's gonna be more craziness,
Quickly got it 6 months later. Look, just Sweet to the Soul show shit right there. Appreciate y'all. But look, with all that said, let's get back to this.
Follow us on YouTube at WRSC Podcast. Be sure to like and subscribe.
All right, y'all. Peace.
all day coming. I envision in the past, back and jumping to the bag. They ain't coming, they